Look up. On any given night, you might see it, a silent, glowing orb, our closest cosmic neighbor. For all of human history, the moon has been our companion, a source of light in the darkness, a keeper of time, and a canvas for our myths and dreams. But what is it really? This is the story of our moon. 250,000 miles away, that's about 30 Earths placed end to end, it orbits us. It's a world of stark contrasts. About a quarter the size of Earth, its gravity is just 1/6 of what you feel here. A place where daytime temperatures soar higher than boiling water, and nights plunge to -280 degrees Fahrenheit. A silent, airless, and lifeless world. And yet, it doesn't always look the same. Its beautiful, predictable dance through the sky gives us the phases. As it orbits us, the sun illuminates different parts of its face. From a slender crescent, a symbol of new beginnings, to the awe-inspiring full disk of the hunter's moon. This celestial ballet has been humanity's first clock, marking the passage of months and seasons. But the moon we see today wasn't always there. Ancient cultures told stories of its birth. But the true origin is a tale more violent and spectacular than any myth. It's a story of a cosmic catastrophe that happened over 4.5 billion years ago. Meet Theia, a rocky protoplanet from the early solar system. In a chaotic cosmic shooting gallery, its path crossed with that of the young Earth. The result wasn't a simple crash. It was a titanic glancing blow that vaporized Theia and a huge chunk of Earth's mantle, sending a cloud of molten rock and gas spinning out into space. For thousands of years, Earth wore a ring. But gravity is persistent. This massive disk of debris began to coalesce, pulling itself together piece by piece. In a cosmic blink of an eye, the material clumped into one object. Our moon was born. And in its infancy, it was incredibly close, 10 times closer than it is today, filling our skies as a gigantic, terrifying, and beautiful sight. This newborn moon was a ball of molten magma, a world of lava. As it slowly cooled over millions of years, lighter minerals floated to the surface, forming its primordial crust. This infant world was then relentlessly pummeled by leftover debris from the solar system's formation, a violent bombardment that would forever scar its face. This violent birth gave us a gift. The moon's powerful gravity pulls on our planet, creating the tides. As the moon orbits, it drags Earth's oceans with it, creating the rhythmic pulse of the seas. This daily ebb and flow may have been the perfect mixing pot for the complex chemistry of life, helping to move from the oceans onto land. When you look at the moon, you're seeing two different stories written on its face. The dark, smooth patches are called Maria, Latin for seas. Early astronomers mistook them for actual oceans. We now know they are vast, ancient lava plains. The brighter, heavily cratered regions are the lunar highlands, the original ancient crust. The Maria were born from violence. After the initial bombardment, giant asteroids smashed into the moon, creating enormous, deep basins. For millions of years afterward, magma from deep inside the moon pushed up through these weakened crustal cracks, flooding the basins and freezing into the dark, iron-rich rock we see today as the man in the moon. Look closely at the full moon. You'll see a bright, almost blinding crater near the bottom. That's Tycho. Its rays are streams of ejected material blasted out by a relatively recent impact, only 108 million years ago. And craters like Copernicus, with their magnificent terraced walls and central peaks, show us the incredible power of these impacts, forcing the lunar crust to rebound like a splash in a pond. But up close, the moon isn't rocky. It's covered in a layer of gray, dusty debris called regolith. For billions of years, micrometeorites, tiny specks of space dust, have been sandblasting the lunar surface at high speed. This constant pounding has ground the rocks into a fine, sticky, and abrasive powder that clings to everything, a layer that perfectly preserves every footprint for millions of years. For millennia, we could only look and wonder. But in the 20th century, the moon became a destination. The Cold War's space race turned our gaze into a goal. First, robotic scouts were sent. In 1959, a Soviet spacecraft captured the first blurry images of the mysterious lunar far side, a hemisphere we never see from Earth. This set the stage for an audacious challenge. The Apollo missions were humanity's greatest adventure, a towering Saturn V rocket, more powerful than anything built before or since, hurled 3 men towards another world. After 3 days of travel, they entered lunar orbit. Then came the moment of truth. The lunar module, a fragile spider of a spacecraft, separated and began its powered descent to the surface. On July 20th, 1969, the world held its breath. The Eagle has landed. Then a ghostly figure descended a ladder and spoke words that will echo for eternity. That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind. For the first time, a being from Earth stood on the surface of another world. Over 6 successful landings, 12 humans walked on the moon. They drove dune buggies across its plains, set up laser reflectors we still use today, and brought back 842 pounds of moon rock. Priceless geological treasures that continue to teach us about the origins of our solar system. And then, in 1972, we left. And for over 50 years, the moon has been silent, waiting for our return. But we are going back, not just to visit this time, but to stay. NASA's Artemis program aims to land the first woman and the first person of color on the moon. This time, we're building a space station called Gateway in lunar orbit, a pit stop for a new era of exploration. We will build habitats, learn to live off the land. We'll drill for water ice, the key to survival, which can be turned into drinking water, breathable oxygen, and even rocket fuel. The moon will become our proving ground, a harsh but perfect test bed for learning how to live on another world. From a mysterious light in our sky to a world we've touched, to a future home. Our moon is more than just a rock. It's a time capsule, a cosmic mirror, and our first step towards the stars. The journey that began with a look up is far from over. It's only just beginning.